All right, back to the channel, and a big mabuhay to everyone out there. I got a warning out there to all Filipinas and all women: stay away from men. So what I'm trying to say is, I saw this the other day in some of the local papers here, and I thought it was really funny. And it said, if you don't want to get the coronavirus, stay away from men. Hey, I don't blame the advice. Stay away from us. Stay away from me. I told my wife, stay away from me. I said, you know what? I need some time away, so why don't you stay away from me? But anyway, I thought the article was really, really funny, and it got my attention, So I thought it was hilarious. So in any event, I thought I would try the same tactics, the same, YouTube tactics the newspapers are using, sort of that, not scandalous, but sort of attention-grabbing kind of stuff. So, especially now since, it looks like the coronavirus is kind of spreading more in the Philippines. I mean, we're only really at, 35 cases right now, and we pray and hope it doesn't get any higher than that. But what I thought was really interesting was this idea of stay away from men. And of course, if you go into quarantine, you're going to be staying away from men. But in this case, what I really mean is mouth, eyes, and nose, right? Stay away from men. And, you don't want to have any sort of bad habits right now, specifically, because a lot of viruses are transmitted, especially through the nose. I didn't know so much about the eyes and the mouth, but because, we have natural defenses in the eyes, lactate, tears, and we also have saliva, which has some enzymes which protect us. Not completely, but it's better than the old schnozola, the nose. The nose is really, really a way that, we get a lot of these microbes, viruses, whatever, going up our nose. And that's how a lot of people get infected, is really by touching their nose. And it's not just stay away from men, although you have my permission to do that. It's also touching surfaces, especially doorknobs, things of that nature. And more importantly, I'm going to cover this in my next video, is really your electronic devices. You got to be really careful, especially if you share them in offices. And, it's easy for someone, for instance, to touch a keyboard, and, wipe their mouth or wipe their nose, or the other way around, wipe their nose and touch the keyboard. And so, especially in workplaces, even with mice, the mouse and stuff, or even trackpads. So in my next video, I'm going to cover how to, clean that stuff. So please, check that out in the next video. And, but in any way, if you stay away from men, you should be okay. But in any event, what you really want to do is, you want to have, some tissues there, and when you're going to touch your nose or this, or, wipe your mouth, you want to be as cleanly as possible, and also dispose of the tissue paper, as nicely as, in a very good area. It's really touching those places, and especially if you're commuting to work, whether it's going to be on a jeepney or going to be in the MRT, or even taking a grab. You want to be very careful of touching those surfaces, and try to really not touch your mouth, your nose, or your eyes, especially your nose. Even going like this or like this, not good. And of course, you always want to use your alcohol too, so you don't have to use this. You could just get plain old rubbing alcohol, but you got to be careful with it. And some people are using it in sprayers. They got little sprayers like this, and so that would be okay. It's just that when you're using the alcohol, be very careful, especially you don't get it in your eyes. That's going to really burn, especially with young children or even adults. They wipe their eyes or something, it gets in there. So just be careful when you're doing that. But otherwise, take my advice. Stay away from men. Take it from me. Stay away from me. Hey, Priscilla, stay away from me. I'll see you guys later. And be safe. Keep calm. It'll be all right. See you later. Take care.